You know, he trying to put him on blast. Hi. Hello. Woo, hey now. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Good to see you.
Good seeing you too. You look great the other night too. All three of you.
Thank you.
Okay, three, two, one. Hi, my name is Gil Robertson, president of the African American Film Critics Association. Today we're talking to the ladies of the color purple, Fantasia Barrino, Danielle Brooks, and Taraji P. Henson. We're going to kick things off by introducing you to the African members who are on the call today, starting with Jill Monroe in Los Angeles, Mercedes Springer in Atlanta, Rebecca Ford in Chicago, Nancy Green in Los Angeles, and Dana Abercrombie in New York, New York. I'm going to let you guys, you ladies, do what you do so well, and I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you.
Hello, ladies. Great to talk to you today. I'm Jill Monroe with RSVP from Jill Monroe. So, for me, I immediately noticed the parallels as an adult that I didn't notice as a child, and in this particular version, with the current struggles of some women. For example, with Shug, I related her to video vixens, internet vixens, and some of the things that they're judged by. And along down the line with Sophia and her strength and the pushback, and of course, Celie and things. So I wanted to know from you, what did you connect your characters to in current culture that Black women are dealing with and going through?
I connected it with what I was going through at the time and what I'm starting to see my 22-year-old daughter go through. And a lot of our women, our younger women that we follow or see on the gram or that we meet, crossing paths out here, you know, I just totally stepped into with myself and what I was dealing with, for me.
For me, Shug was the cookie of the 1920s. You know, she was bold. She lived her life unapologetically. She didn't care what you called her. She lived her life bold, out in the open, and, you know, that's why I don't like cancel culture. That's why I don't like throwing stones, because we all live in glass houses. And how you going to know the stove is hot if you don't touch it? You got to learn from your mistakes. You know, we're all human. This is a story about, you know, about humanity. So, you know, people judged her, but she was the change maker. She was the one that came to town and allowed people to dream. Ho or no ho.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, same. Sophia is definitely a woman of her before her time as well. And I think of women who organized to start the Me Too movement. I think of Stacey Abrams, even like Michelle Obama, just women that are really ahead of their time and change makers. And so, yeah, I think that's what she represents for this generation. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hi, ladies. Mercedes here with She Critiques in Atlanta. Listen, I could praise y'all all night, but I've been too short on time. Y'all were absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. One thing I didn't really pay attention to in the original that popped out to me in this reimagination was the dynamic between Celie and Sophia. I think before I've always focused on Celie and Shug and Celie and her sister Nettie, not really paying attention to Celie and Sophia and their dynamic. So in this one, it really popped out to me. And my question is for Danielle and Fantasia. Why do you think, how did Celie and Sophia kind of lean on each other to find their voice throughout the film?
I mean, I think, you know, for Celie, she was always observing and watching Sophia, you know? Yeah. And I really believe that when Sophia had her turnaround moment and was feeling her soul diminishing,
it was the uplifting of Celie coming and checking in on her every day and checking in on her children and keeping her reminded of the people that she loved during those 6 years of her being in prison. And so I think that they both helped each other come into their rebirth and become the women that they are by loving each other into that through showing each other their own power.
Yeah. I couldn't have been what I was for Sophia in that prison scene without Sophia showing me how to be so.
That's right. And it's so interesting. Sorry.
No, go ahead. No,
it's
I
so
like this.
interesting how Blitz purposefully had, of course, Sophia saying "Hell No," but put in there Celie singing "Hell No" too when after she comes and leaves Sophia in the jail, because that's the first glimpse of Celie really coming into her power.
You know, yes. So dope. When Celie walks outside of the prison, you know, she comes out like this. But when she starts to sing "Girl, Child Ain't Safe," it's her saying, I'm going to stand up for Sophia now. That thing that Sophia showed me when she comes behind that sheet and pulls in and say, I know you didn't tell Hoppo to beat me. That strength. And I tell her, I didn't mean it, but I'm jealous of you. I wish I had that. That's something that I want. That was the time that I got it. And I could be strong and walk up out of there because of my friend Sophia, seeing her in that place, I wasn't used to that. So if I had to leave that jailhouse and leave her behind, I was going to take that, her spirit. She was broken, but I was going to continue her spirit. Go ahead.
I also want to add, I really think that Celie helped Sophia while she was in prison, because Sophia didn't know how to be submissive. She didn't know how to protect herself in a quiet way. And I think that's the only reason she made it out of prison was because she was probably taking on some of your behaviors while being in prison.
Wow.
Flip flop.
Yeah. Wow.
Thanks for letting us talk
good.
about it, because we don't really
Thank
get to
you.
talk about it too much.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Ford. I'm an entertainment writer in Chicago. And my question, we touched a little bit on it here, and before you all came on, we were talking about the premiere. And this group is really like the who's who of Black Hollywood now.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
One generation, from the original movie, and the next generation with the Broadway show, and that now it's you all. And so I think it's probably an opportunity for many of you to work with people that you've seen their work but haven't met before and that kind of thing. So I would like for you to talk a little bit about the on-set chemistry and how you all supported each other or not, and who you got to know and hadn't worked with before, or who you were already friends with. So what was going on among the actors on set?
It was really easy. I mean, Blitz was the mastermind behind putting these energies together. I just remember talking to him, and I was asking him, who did you cast for Celie? Who, when he was telling me I was the Shug. And every name that he mentioned, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to meet them. I had met Danielle before. Corey is my baby from DC. My grandfather was a huge fan. I lost him over 20 years ago, but my grandfather was a huge fan of Fantasia's. I just knew that it just felt right. Before I even got on set, I was like, this is going to be amazing. And then when I got on set and all these energies somehow just came together, and we had a lot of fun. It's real for us. That's why you can feel it.
Comes through the screens.
Yeah.
Oh, and what about the rest of you?
Same. I was very, very nervous because I was working with all the people that I had been watching. Music is my world. So to sit down and watch Taraji and everything that she has done, and Benjamin Button was one of my favorites because I got to see you be so gentle, and I'm like, yo, it ain't nothing she can't do. I watched Danielle in everything, but Mahalia Jackson was on repeat. I watched Corey in NWA. I think I went to see it about 20 times at the theater. I watched everybody, and I was a fan. I was walking in a fan. And I was very nervous. I'm thinking, I don't know how this gonna go. What if they don't like me? What if they... And when we all got into that one room, you know, we're a family. We fuss, we fight, but we won't let nobody else fight us.
That's right.
And that's, you know, that's what we, that's what we are.
Well, Danielle?
Oh man, this cast is dope, and let's not forget about people like Deion Cole,
Oh, yes.
and Tamla Mann,
Yes.
Yo Daddy,
Yes, David Allen Greer.
David
yeah.
Allen Greer. You know, it was always a day
time.
of who's gonna be on set today. That you get to spend time with John Batiste, who I
Yeah.
went to school with. You know, it was just a great time to just celebrate everyone's talent with such a great story.
I think we were all in awe of each other, to be quite honest.
Well, I can imagine. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nancy Green with Film Critique.
Hi,
Hi,
Nancy.
Hi. And one of the things that stood out to me about this movie was the respect for the particular dialect. I really liked, there was a point where Fantasia was singing, Celie was singing and the song, and she accents children.
Cheering.
And,
Yep.
and I noticed that throughout, that it was done in such a respectful way, and that made me think about how the power of words are in this movie, how important it is to use your voice, and the power that words have, what you call yourself even. And I wanted to know if you could talk a bit more about that and how important that was for the women in the movie.
What was her name that worked with us? Tangela?
Yes,
Large.
our
Tangela Large. Yes.
our vocal
Wow.
dialect
A
coach.
shout out to her because she, you know, I'm from the South. She's from the South. She got roots in the South. You know, so it wasn't, you know, a lot of things that were said, I would hear the older people who came before me talk. You put everybody from the South in one house, you're going to hear some things. And so, you know, but she kind of came in and helped us all kind of come back to our roots because we all have been to several different places, lived in different places, and, you know, spending time in New York, time in Atlanta, all over the world we all have been. So I want to thank her for that because she would always catch us sometimes if we were not staying true to that. Because that's something that we really did want to do for our ancestors.
Yeah, I think she's right. Yeah, I don't really have much to add to that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, you know, when you're representing people, it's imperative that you get it right, you know, because someone out there sees themselves in these characters, and I think we all showed up understanding the weight of this assignment, and we know that this story is bigger than us. We showed up humble, and we wanted to do the work. We did the work, and you know, the synergy and the energy and the camaraderie that you feel on that screen, and that's because it's very real for us. We held each other's hands, we lifted each other up. I mean, this is difficult subject matter that we're dealing with. We opening up old wounds we thought we healed. You know, that stuff ain't easy. You know, so I'm grateful that it was this group of actors. I'm grateful that I'm a part of this. And now I have some new sisters in my circle that I'm going to have for the rest of my life because y'all ain't getting rid of me.
So, you know, we might can.
No, you not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nice. Thank you. And I think it really came through the way that all of the women learned to further stand up for themselves in every situation, and how important it was to not put down any aspect of themselves.
Absolutely.
So I really love that.
Aren't you happy that You Show Is Ugly wasn't in there?
Yeah.
Was refreshing, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then how she says that then, you know, I'm beautiful instead. She changes it, and that was
Yep.
that was really powerful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Dana Abercrombie, the Koalition. Absolutely fantastic job for all three of you. My question is directed at Taraji and Fantasia. There's a very beautiful moment that after push the button, Mr. is waiting with his arms wide open, and instead Shug runs directly
I
to
love
Celie.
that.
Yeah.
And there's that moment where they kind of see each other. Can you talk about the mindset of both those characters and what they give each other in that moment?
You know what you gifted me in that moment? What Shug gifted me in that moment? You know, if you go back to all of the things that were said about Celie when she was younger, Celie, how she was overlooked. You know, even when Mr. comes to get Nettie, instead he takes Celie and he gets on the horse and makes her walk. That, you know, all the stuff that she had went, it was like that moment for me where I felt like a celebrity. The celebrity was in the house. Everybody had came to see Shug Avey. All her fans were there. And as soon as she gets off stage from being fabulous and great, the first person she wants to see is the person that felt like she was never seen. That was like the moment where Celie feels like a celebrity.
Celie, Shug saw her in their moment of when Celie took care of Shug because she showed up drunk or ill, and the man that she comes to see doesn't even take care of her. So I see Celie when she's taking care of me. That moment in the bathtub, or once I come down from whatever high that she's on or her illness, and she's scratching my head and we're bonding. I saw her there. Why you don't laugh none?
Yeah.
I was looking into her then.
Yeah.
Why you don't mind if I lay up with your husband? She's getting information from her, and she sees her, and she's like she sees a diamond in the rough, and I think it's deeper than that. I think she saw a lot of herself in her. That's why she's like, I'm gonna take you to see the world, because I had to go out and get it myself. But now that I've gone out and I've seen the world, I can come back and take you with me. So I even think that metaphor of me grabbing her in the juke joint was a metaphor of me taking her out into the world. Even bringing her to the juke joint was the beginning of me taking her to the world. A lot of people, when I was in DC and a lot of cities, people aren't allowed to dream because they never get out of their zip code.
Yeah.
Shug got out of her zip code, and because she got out into that scary world and conquered it, she came back. And this is what we should do in our community. If you go out there, you come back and you get some others and take them with you, and that's what Shug represents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies, again, thank you for bringing these characters back to life in a different way that is going to be just so much more memorable. And I know younger generations that will be introduced to these characters will appreciate the story and the lessons that are learned through it. Yeah. So, again, on behalf of the world's largest group of Black film and TV critics, thank you for your time today, and thank you for participating in this Aftermath tape.
Thank you so much, Gil. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Good seeing you, though.
You too.
Bye. Thank you.
So, ladies, you did it.
We
You're
did
done. We're done.
Yes.
We're done for the day.